And as you can see, that 8 count for that breathing out is hard. It's really, really hard. So take your time, focus on it, and if you sort of mess up a little bit, don't worry about it. It's okay. You can even increase some of that cycle breathing there as well. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Excellence in Motion. I'm Doc Caden, and I'm here to inspire you to achieve your potential through movement. If you're new to the channel, I do videos on health education, fitness gear reviews, and performance tips just like this one. So if that stuff interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking today's video. That really helps the channel a lot. This week is a little bit of a different week for me. I've got my National Physical Therapy exam coming up this Saturday, which coincidentally enough is actually the date that you're probably watching this video. So wish me luck. I'm really gonna need it. Yep. But because of that, I don't have a ton of time to make something that's really long and expansive for some of my videos that I usually do that for. So I'm gonna share with you some tips around breathing in performance that I've been really honing in on recently and trying to use with my athletes. One of the biggest things that I've been finding with a lot of the athletes that I work with is that their pattern of breathing is not conducive for the type of exercise that they are going through. There's a big disconnect between diaphragmatic breathing and accessory muscle breathing. If you want a little bit more information on what the differences are between those two things, I can do a video on that later. But the bare bones of it is that you should be breathing with your belly and not with your chest. Breathing with your belly is the most natural and efficient way for you to achieve oxygen consumption, as opposed to using your chest muscles, which are more for accessory breathing and aren't really the big drivers behind why we ventilate and how we ventilate. For a lot of athletes, it comes down to whether or not you can perform well in a very oxygen demanding environment, which and CrossFit is a majority of what we do. I would say for the most part, CrossFitters are hovering somewhere around 70 to 80% of their heart rate max at any given time, and not having efficient breathing patterns is gonna make all of that work a lot more exhausting. I'm gonna show you a quick little warm-up exercise that I really love to use to practice my diaphragmatic breathing and enhance the way that I ventilate through my body and improve performance. You don't necessarily need the piece of equipment that I'm gonna demonstrate on, but anything similar can work just fine. But for this demonstration, we're gonna use the C2 bike. So for this warm-up exercise, you're gonna be on either a C2 bike, an assault air bike, or a rower. Something that's gonna get your heart rate up a little bit and force you to really have to focus on what you're doing with your lungs. To start, we're just gonna get a little bit of a light pedal going, just enough that you sort of get yourself moving a tad, get the heart rate to start feeling like it's gonna get ready to work. And then the goal of this breathing exercise as you warm up is to focus on counted breathing. And the big differentiator here between other types of breathing exercises is not only are we focusing on expanding our belly and not our chest as we breathe, but we're also only gonna be breathing in through our nose. We're not gonna be doing any sort of mouth breathing. The nose is really good at filtering out certain toxins and pieces of air, and it humidifies the air as you breathe it in. So it's a really good way for you to sort of improve the efficiency of how you breathe. So what we're gonna do is do a 4 count breath in, a 4 count breath hold, followed by an 8 count breath out, and repeat that cycle for about 2 to 3 minutes. So for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and do that breath for you right now. And as you can see, that 8 count for that breathing out is hard. It's really, really hard. So take your time, focus on it, and if you sort of mess up a little bit, don't worry about it. It's okay. You can even increase some of that cycle breathing there as well. But the idea here is that as we're warming up, we're priming our lungs to be able to breathe more efficiently as we start to get tired. So get your bike, get your rower, give that a shot. I know that was a quick one, but hopefully that was really helpful for you in giving you ideas on how you can improve your warm-ups and improve your breathing at the same time and sort of work on some of those cardiovascular components of your training. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with some friends who might be benefiting from it. Like today's video, that's gonna really help the channel out a ton. And until next time, go out, do good things, and don't forget to move. I'll catch you guys in the next video.